To succeed in the world of real estate, we all know that mindset is critical. But once you have that down, what methods are going to be the best for you to get to your goals? In this series, it's going to be all about method. And first, we're going to talk through the 4 core values. We're going to break them down in detail in future videos in this playlist, which the link will be down in the description, so you can get everything you need to know on how to execute and how to run plays that work to meet your goals. Let's go. I want to get this right out of the way. There is no wrong way to build your real estate business. If cold calling is what suits your personality and your desires the most, that is a strategy that can work for you. For me personally, modern strategies are the path that I went down. And what does that really mean? At its core, all modern strategies are built around video. So the core value that I treasure the most and number 1 on this list is video, video, video. Again, video is a very broad term, and in today's day and age, we have long form video, we have short form video, we have 5, 6, 7 different platforms that you can use. So in the first core value video, which will be coming out next week, we'll cover that in detail so that you know where to play and where your home court is so that you can build a strong foundation for which to launch from. Now, core value number 2 is a little bit controversial, and it's a little bit backwards compared to how most real estate agents have built their business historically. Most farm their sphere of influence on an ongoing basis. That is the core of their business. That's repeats and referrals from people they already know or who they have helped in the past. The way that I approach this, and my core value number 2 that has helped me skyrocket in a short order, is to treat sphere as the icing, but new clients are the cake. The one thing that you don't want to have happen is that you have to milk and really feel pressure to work your sphere of influence. These are friends, right? This is family. These are people you don't want to pitch to. You don't want to feel like you're pressuring them to help you in any way, shape, or form. So if you focus on making new clients the cake, anything that comes in addition to that, and it will come, trust me, especially with the strategies we'll be covering on this channel, you will have some very sweet icing on top that you get from your sphere of influence. Core value number 3 is that you can't appeal to everybody. As a newer agent, I was happy to take any business that I could get from anywhere. But as I've grown in this industry just in the last 3 years, that mindset that I have has completely shifted. And I learned very quickly that if you're focused on everybody, you're messaging to no one, right? The content that you create, the emails that you draft, your tone, your talking points are all going to miss pretty much everybody if you're trying to cover all bases, right? First-time home buyers need a different message than second home buyers who need a different message than investors, than probate. Like, this list can go on forever. So the point is, you need to really focus down and understand that you cannot speak to and you shouldn't want to work with everybody. You will run yourself ragged. There is no way to scale that, and you will be setting yourself up for failure. And one little nugget to add on to that is you need to build a strategy that's going to allow you to play to your strengths. I know coming up, we were all taught we need to be well-rounded individuals, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to business, those who succeed usually execute very well and are hyper-aggressive in one thing. And that one thing is going to be different for everybody because we're unique. My strengths are different than yours. Your weaknesses are different than mine. So if you're able to play to your strengths, you can hit the ground running quickly instead of getting caught and risking the possibility of getting stuck in forever learning mode. And meanwhile, business is passing you by, your income drops, and I've seen agents go that path where they're trying to focus on something that doesn't really suit them. And they end up working themselves right out of the industry. Last but not least, core value number 4 is a very, very important distinction to make. There are 2 different buckets in your business. One is acquisition, one is retention. If you don't understand that you need to have 2 different playbooks, one for acquiring clients and 2 for retaining them, you're in for a rude awakening and you're going to be on the hamster wheel and never able to get off. This takes 2 different unique strategies for you to be successful. Acquiring clients is easy in this day and age. You can run a Facebook ad, generate some leads, now you have some people to work with. What happens if you generate 1,000 leads and you're consistently generating, but you don't understand how to keep them? Some of those leads are never going to buy anything or sell anything. Some will. What's the likelihood that you're going to be able to find the ones who do? How are you going to keep them? There are a lot of agents who waste a lot of money on paid advertising who don't understand the distinction between acquisition and retention. So again, that's going to be the last video that wraps up this particular series on method before we cover that again in more detail going forward into the future. So that is it for the 4 core values that we're going to be talking about in this method series. If you have any questions or if you disagree with me on any of them, let me know down in the comments. I'm always up for healthy debate, but I look forward to releasing these videos over the coming weeks. And if you have any questions whatsoever, always contact me directly. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you on the next one.